What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sad coming to you with today's stock pick, indicator help, and general investment tips. Remember, this channel is all about no face, just facts in 5. I do the research so you don't have to. Today, we have to talk about one of the craziest movers in the market right now, Code Diagnostics, ticker symbol CODX. This stock absolutely exploded, ripping more than 53% in a single trading session and continuing to show strength in after-hours trading. When you see a move like this, you have two choices. You either ignore it and miss the story, or you take a step back and figure out exactly why the market is suddenly paying attention. Now, first things first, CODX is not some random AI stock or meme stock. Code Diagnostics is a molecular diagnostics company focused on PCR testing technology. The company develops diagnostic tests that can detect infectious diseases and other health-related conditions using DNA and RNA analysis. In simple terms, they operate in the healthcare diagnostic space where speed, accuracy, and innovation matter. So why did this thing suddenly explode? A big part of the recent excitement appears tied to developments involving infectious disease testing and the company's expanding global footprint. Reports surfaced that Co-Diagnostics completed assay development strategies related to Ebola testing following recent outbreak concerns, which immediately put the stock on traders' radars. Investors began speculating that the company's technology could play a larger role if global health concerns continue to rise. At the same time, Co-Diagnostics has been aggressively expanding internationally. The company has announced growth initiatives in Saudi Arabia and South Asia, targeting major diagnostic markets and increasing commercialization opportunities. The company has repeatedly highlighted its Codx PCR platform, which aims to bring laboratory-level testing capabilities into decentralized and point-of-care settings around the world. Now let's talk technicals, because this is where things get really interesting. When you pull up the one-day chart, you immediately notice the massive volume spike. Volume is the fuel behind stock movement. A stock can move up 10% on low volume and nobody cares. But when a stock explodes over 50% while volume floods in, that's when traders start paying attention. The first thing I noticed was the gap up move. CODX didn't slowly climb, it launched. That tells us buyers were aggressively entering positions and were willing to pay significantly higher prices than the previous session. The next thing I look at is whether the stock gave back all its gains. In this case, it didn't. After the explosive move, price began consolidating and holding a large portion of the gains. That is a bullish sign because it suggests traders are not rushing to take profits immediately. Now let's be clear. Stocks that move 50% in a single day are extremely volatile. This is not your typical blue chip investment. This is a momentum play. These types of stocks can continue running higher, but they can also pull back very aggressively. If bulls remain in control, the next thing you want to see is higher lows forming above today's breakout area. That would indicate buyers are defending their positions and creating a new support zone. What I also find interesting is the broader story surrounding the company. Co-Diagnostics has continued building intellectual property around its PCR platform while pursuing expansion into multiple international markets. The company recently secured additional patent protections and has been working toward commercialization efforts in regions with large testing demands. Now, does that mean CODX becomes the next monster healthcare stock? Nobody knows. But what we do know is that the market suddenly cares. And when the market starts caring about a stock that most people ignored a week ago, that's when opportunity begins to appear. My approach here would be simple. Watch volume, watch support, watch whether momentum traders continue piling into the name. If volume begins drying up while price starts fading, that could signal the move is losing steam. But if volume remains elevated and price continues building a base above the breakout zone, bulls could try to push this even further. The biggest mistake investors make after seeing a stock move 50% is chasing blindly without understanding the risk. Remember, momentum cuts both ways. The same stock that can gain 50% can also drop 30% in a hurry. For me, Codx goes directly onto the watch list. The combination of explosive volume, healthcare catalyst speculation, international expansion initiatives, and renewed trader attention makes this one of the most interesting momentum names in the market right now. As always, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, manage your risk, and never invest money you can't afford to lose. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you smash that like button, drop a comment below with what stock you want me to cover next, and subscribe so you don't miss the next market mover. Remember, no face, just facts in 5. It's your boy Sat, and I'll catch you in the next one.